Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220 KHTS. The show's Fred Arnold on the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. Well, I'm here again with Nancy Starczyk. Nancy Starczyk is a real estate agent, a real estate professional and agent, and a longtime philanthropist in our valley, very involved in the Santa Clarita Valley, and I'm so happy to have you. But we're going to talk real estate. We're going to talk about buying foreclosures, because right now there is good values. Now, you're not going to get something for free, but you're going to get good value.
Yes.
Good values have dropped quite a bit, 30 to 50%, depending on your area. Interest rates are very low, below 4 in some cases. Tell us some of the tips, 5 tips on buying a foreclosure.
Okay, when you asked me to do this, I put some of my ideas together. So the first thing, and the most important thing, which involves you, Fred, is getting pre-approved with your mortgage broker or whoever your lender happens to be. And this is where you come in. So you need to have a pre-approval. You need to have proof of funds to make sure that they know you have the down payment in the bank. You also need to provide your FICO score and a good faith deposit.
Now, why is pre-approval so important?
Because properties today, it's a hot market and they're selling very quickly. Mm-hmm. And if you go out and find a house and then try to put together your paperwork, you're going to be behind the 8 ball. You're going to be definitely too late.
Let's talk about working with somebody, a local professional. What the most important thing is you trust them.
Yes, absolutely. I think that, and most realtors in this market are experienced when it comes to foreclosure, short sales, because that's predominantly what we see.
Now, let's talk about that. I want to go deeper with that just real briefly. And the fact is, if you're a real estate agent, let's say they work Santa Clarita Valley, and they don't necessarily list a lot of homes in the neighborhood, it doesn't mean they can't get educated quickly on the neighborhood next to them. But the key is how professional are they on preparing the information, getting the right information for the neighborhood they're looking in.
It's true, because those of us that work a specific area network with each other. We know what's coming on. We've seen what's coming on. We know the area, and we're usually faster to get the information to you.
And I think that's important. So I guess my point is, are you working with a real estate agent that is well networked?
Yes, key. Very
Because
key.
They can ask, hey, what about that listing? I never saw it sell.
Well, it also has it's a wonderful thing to work with a realtor that knows who the listing broker is. Say you're coming in as a buyer and your realtor's friendly with the other realtor. It's great. It gives you a little advantage because there's a wonderful communication that's open when you have that relationship.
And I think it gives you a great advantage because if the listing agent is coming in and sees that it's Nancy, and Nancy's your likable person, and they've done business with you in the past.
It all helps.
Yep, that helps get
Absolutely.
your offer because they're going to say, this agent always brings me qualified buyers.
It's true. It's true.
How long does it take for a house to sell on average?
Well, this weekend I went out and I showed a home, and we said we're writing an offer, and the guy said to me, I already have one, and the next day he had 6. So it's hot. It's really fast. They're selling almost immediately.
And why is that? Why do they sell so quickly?
I think it's because the I don't know exactly inventory is low, and the buyers just all of a sudden I think they realize we're coming down with rates being so low, prices so low. They're thinking this is the time to do it.
Yeah, they're finding when's the party going to end, and what we mean by party is when's the party going to end with low interest rates
and low prices.
Absolutely. Yes. I don't think values are going to go through the roof, but they're going to slowly start appreciating.
Well, that's what we're hearing. Economists say they're saying we're going to see an improvement in 2013, 14, 15, up. So
find the right house. Let's talk about studying the sales price in your area, comparable sales. Kind of what's the art in that? Let's talk about the sales price aspect.
Well, I think that you need to know your market conditions because banks accept fair market value. That's what they base their sales on. And so there's no rule of thumb on what a bank is going to offer or say is their bottom line. And you don't know what it is. So you need to know what's comparable and come in with a fair market value.
Why not lowball?
Well, I think that it doesn't work that way with REOs because there's too many buyers out there and there's not enough homes, and the banks know if you're going to come in lowball, they're going to say, we're going to get another offer. We're going to go, wait, we'll take it.
Because there's multiple offers.
Yeah, there's multiple offers all over the place. So if you're going to be disappointed because you're going to miss out, if you would have gone $5,000 more, go in with your highest and best.
And a lot of people don't realize these financial institutions are well educated on the value.
Oh, absolutely. They do. They have an appraisal. They get what they call a broker's professional opinion, and they know exactly what's going on. everything's available on the internet now. So everybody involved in the transaction has up-to-the-minute information.
And you have one last tip. You're buying a house as is.
Yeah, absolutely. Repairs on these homes are inevitable. A lot of times these homes have been sitting empty, so the longer it sits, it has more potential for having damage. So I think it's really critical to know how long it's been empty and what repairs need. And if you can bring a contractor with you and you look at homes, that will really help you. And just be prepared for repairs.
Yeah, bring a contractor and or a great recommendation for a home inspection. That is excellent.
Home inspection. If you buy the home or if you get the home, definitely have a home inspection.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, thanks for coming in again.
It
and
was
thanks
my
for
pleasure.
all the charity work you do.
Thank you.
I know
enjoy
you're
it.
involved. Real quickly, 2 or 3 charities.
Yeah, the Santa Clarita Valley Youth Project is my primary project that I work with, and we've been in existence for 12 years. We work with kids from junior high to high school, and it's a wonderful organization. So if you hear about it, help us out.
Want to get a quick plug in there because good people, great events they have. Nancy Starczyk, Realty Executives of Santa Clarita, and real quickly your phone number.
My phone number is 661-803-0103.
0103.
Thank you, Fred.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been listening to the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight on AM 1220 KHTS.